horrifying video from an undercover Humane Society investigation documents hideous animal cruelty. Thankfully, it resulted in the shutdown of the slaughterhouse specializing in killing Bob veal. This is tonight's Spotlight segment. Those are male dairy calves that are just days old. We have to warn you, the footage you're about to see is extremely disturbing.
For 3 weeks, a Humane Society of the United States investigator was employed as a floor cleaner at a veal calf slaughter plant in Vermont. And what he documented on video was particularly cruel and inhumane treatment of calves. Animals who are too weak even to walk to their own slaughter. Being kicked. Being electrically prodded.
There ain't nothing wrong with you, fox. Well, looky there, I got weapons and everything. What's like you Friday night?
Now, believe it or not, we have selected the least graphic images to show you, so you can only imagine the hideously cruel treatment these babies, these male calves just days old, actually endured. If you want to see the whole thing, and I suggest you do, go to CNN.com/Jane. Joining me now is Paul Shapiro, Senior Director of the Factory Farming Campaign for the Humane Society of the United States. Paul, the USDA is supposed to monitor and prevent these horrors, but what did your investigation reveal about the USDA inspector here?
This new investigation from the Humane Society of the United States uncovered really problematic areas of inspection with the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Basically, workers were skinning a calf alive directly in front of a USDA inspector who, on our hidden camera, tells another worker that if another inspector saw him doing this, they would be shut down. In another case, the same USDA inspector, again on hidden camera, tells our investigator not to let him know when he finds live calves on piles of dead animals because otherwise he could shut them down. There was a breakdown in the oversight of the admittedly very modest rules that we have to protect farm animals at these slaughter plants, and it was absolutely disturbing.
Let me tell you something. U.S. government, USDA, I hope you're watching. You're not doing your job. You are not doing your job. Shame on you. This slaughterhouse was certified as organic. Most consumers think that means humane, but it really means they're not raising the animals with hormones or chemicals. What changes do the Humane Society of the United States want to see in the wake of this horror?
We need to recognize that this is not just a case of one rotten egg. Investigation after investigation after investigation has shown that cruelty to animals is far more systemic in the meat, egg, and dairy industries than many people would likely to believe. What we need to see from USDA is really two importantly critical reforms. The first is to ban the slaughter of calves who are too weak even to stand and walk to their own slaughter.
Absolutely.
Earlier this year, President Obama admirably banned the slaughter of downer cattle, but there was a loophole that allowed for these young calves to still go to their slaughter even if they can't even stand up.
Look
That's
at this
cruel,
baby.
it's
He can't
inhumane.
stand up, and they're dragging him because when they get him to stand even for a second, then they can slaughter them. These animals are just a couple of days old. They do not deserve to be treated like this. Paul Shapiro, thank you. USDA, shame on you.